Cyril Ramaphosa has taken a trip to the United States of America. A lot of people are shocked that, are you sure you want to be in the same country as Donald Trump? Well, he is there for the funeral of activist Jessie Jackson. He had very close ties with the ANC. May his soul rest in power. Take a look at this.
Program Director, I heard you say that if you are not a Jackson, you can only speak for 2 minutes. But I have traveled 14,000 kilometers. Which is 9,000 miles over 24 hours. And Jessie Jackson's story and relationship with South Africa can never be told in 2 minutes. So indulge me in my 30 minutes. I will tell the story. The people of South Africa are with you today as you lay to rest a great man, and as you celebrate a remarkable life that altered the moral direction of a nation and inspired the conscience of the world. The commitment he displayed did not wait to be invited. It made him simply show up. And Jessie Jackson always showed up without anyone's permission. He showed up for South Africa. And he showed up again and again and again. Long after the cameras had moved on, long after sanctions were won, long after apartheid had been defeated and relegated to the ash heap of history, Jessie Jackson kept coming back. To express his gratitude, as a free nation, South Africa awarded him the Order of the Companions of O.R. Tambo, one of the highest honors that we bestow on someone who struggled with us. What he gave to us cannot be framed and hung on a wall. It lives in our Constitution today. So on behalf of 62 million freedom-loving South Africans, we say thank you. We say, go well, Reverend, go well. The ancestors, Martin Luther King, John Lewis, Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, Oliver Tambo, Winnie Mandela, and many others, both here and in South Africa, have been waiting to embrace you. And we, the people of the Rainbow Nation, that you, Jessie Jackson, helped to build, salute you, and we say power to you. But we also say, rise, African Jessie Jackson, rise.
What are your thoughts on this? Let's take a look.
Hey TikTok, so Jessie Jackson's son made a posted another video about how he felt about the funeral and about the speakers that were speaking there. He said the 3 presidents that were on stage knew nothing about his father. Did you hear what I said? He said the 3 presidents that were on stage speaking knew nothing about my father. That speaks volumes right there.
Hey.
Do not bring your politics out of respect to Reverend Jessie Jackson and the life that he lived to these homegoing services.
Right.
Each day we wake up to some new assault on our democratic institutions.
Well, there you have it. What are your thoughts on that speech? That was Cyril Ramaphosa on Saturday in Chicago. He had landed in the United States of America on Friday. So that is why he missed the drama that occurred before, where Jessie Jackson's son had asked that everybody who's going to be part of all ongoing events of his father, that they are respectful. I'll put his request here. And then that is where he then further, after the events, criticized the former presidents for not respecting what the family had asked for. What are your thoughts on that move? Of course, here in South Africa, a lot of people were just concerned that Cyril Ramaphosa traveled all the way to the United States of America. We understand that he felt that he had to be there in person. However, geopolitics at the moment and the way that Donald Trump is moving does not, encourage such movements, considering what he could do to Maduro, who was sleeping in his own house surrounded by military. How much more a man who just walks in the midst of the hostility that is going on around the world? What are your thoughts on that brave move and, of course, the speech? Take a look at these views further. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining us on this one. Take a look at this.
Jesse Jackson Jr. made it pretty clear that he did not want people getting up and making his father's funeral political. Previous presidents decided to make it very much so political, and these are his remarks regarding that. Roll the clip.
Yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson.
I think we all know who he's talking about. Those 3.
He said the 3 presidents that were on stage speaking knew nothing about my father. That speaks volumes right there. It's just like having, you have haters everywhere. They come in all different shapes, sizes, even your own people. But they came there not on behalf of Jesse Jackson. They came there to, preach hate, racism at Jesse Jackson's funeral. And I'm glad that his son said something, because that needed to be said. That was disrespectful, and it was not right. And I'm glad Jesse Jackson's son clapped back, because y'all needed to hear that, because y'all didn't know that man. And if you knew him, you know that that's not how he wanted to go about doing things.
I'm not sure who's advising the man, but this was not a smart move to make. Him going to America at this point in time, and I'm not sure who's advising the man, but this was not a smart move to make. And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Our leaders need to come to the realization when it comes to Donald Trump, there's no diplomacy. There's no decorum. The man doesn't go according to the rules of engagement. There's no honor. There's no sense of justice. It's like you're dealing with a toddler. That's a dangerous man. And even with Netanyahu, they're not people who will follow decorum. They can easily shoot down the plane, and what happens? It was not a necessary thing to do. Like, I'm sure the relatives of Jesse Jackson would have understood. But you don't go into the lion's den, especially when the lions are hungry, knowing very well, no matter how skilled of a trainer you are. Right now, America is on its primal. They changed their name to the Department of War. They are primal. Like, they kidnapped Maduro. Let alone a person who took their puppet master, Israel, to the ICJ. It was not necessary. They didn't have to do that. They really didn't.
We must forgive each other, redeem each other, regroup, and move on. Our flag is red, white, and blue, but our nation is rainbow. Red, yellow, brown, black, and white. We are all precious in God's sight.